When your kids are little, they want daddy dinosaur. That's all they want. So when they were little, they're like, daddy, do the dinosaur. I'm like, ah. You know, I'm running around. They're like, daddy, ah. Then they grew up. Oh, that's a shame, right? No, actually, I love my kids as teenagers because then my daughter, when she was about 17 years old, she was asked to the prom. Ugh. As a dad, you're like, you know, do you show up with a gun and the door when the boy shows up? You're like, I'm not afraid to go back to prison or whatever the line is. But, you know, the boy shows up. He's 6'4". He's blonde. He's buff. I open the door and I'm like, hey. And he's all, hey. And I'm like, who are you? He's like, Luke. I'm like, what are you doing here? He's like, taking your daughter to prom. And I'm like, what time are you bringing her home? He's like, I don't know, 2 or 3, whatever, you know. And I'm like, ah. I couldn't help it. All of a sudden the raptor came out. And he's like, what the heck? And I'm like, my daughter grabs him and she's like, Daddy, don't do that. And she runs out the door. Now, obviously, I didn't mean for the raptor to come out. My kids don't like me doing that anymore, in front of their friends especially, but this was the date. As they're driving away, I could see his eyes in the rearview mirror. He was like this, and I'm all... And you know, who knows? Maybe that was one of the factors that made it so that he brought her home at 9 o'clock.